What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Our brother Tariq Nasheed stopped by Comedy Hype's YouTube channel. And again, I really love Comedy Hype. It's a great channel. Really makes the brothers in the comedy space and the black influencer space look very, very good. And Tariq gave a pretty good interview on many different things, many different topics, but I want to focus on one topic in particular. And that topic is Kevin Samuels. All right. Now, Tariq Nasheed, from what I understand, never has met Kevin Samuels. I do know that Kevin Samuels did like Tariq Nasheed. He was, he always spoke, we talked about him. He spoke very highly of Tariq. He liked Tariq. And also Tariq never hated on Kevin Samuels, despite sometimes having some differences of opinion. Okay. And one of the things that you saw a lot of black creators talking about Kevin Samuels, down talking him, even questioning his sexuality. But one thing I will give brother Tariq respect for and brother Umar respect for, they never, even Umar never came after anybody's, he's gay or something. He never did that with Kevin. Even though he had a difference of agreement, he never came at brother Kevin on a personal sexuality attack, right? And here's what I want to play, because the brother that was doing the interview was trying to put Tariq in a corner. He was asking him Vlad TV style questions, right? But I'm going to play that and I'm going to come back.
They use gayness as an insult to black men. Whenever black men say something that certain people don't like, well, he's just gay. That's an old trope.
I think about one person that definitely, I'll bring up the late Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Your perspective, just by the name alone, what do you think he was trying to do? Or
I think Kevin did good work, because Kevin was very honest about a lot of stuff, and he was a student of my work. He studied my stuff, and he was always cordial to me. I never had a problem with Kevin. And he had a big audience because he was real. A lot of stuff he said was real, and women, even though a lot of women kind of called up and they would have issues with him, they respected where he was coming from, because deep down they knew a lot of stuff he was saying was real. Sometimes he kind of went over the top, I think, to go viral for the shock value, of course. But that brother was a genius at marketing his stuff, promoting his stuff. He was a genius at that. And I think people should learn from that template.
Right. I'm going to put a disclaimer on this. You know, if you don't feel comfortable to discuss this, please let me know, but I will touch on it, because I do want to have a level of authenticity when it comes to what I do. Kevin Samuel's sexuality was in question a lot. Yeah. Do you think if he was a gay man, do you think his impact would have been not as meaningful?
Well, probably if he's talking about relationships with women, if he was a gay man, that would have been contradictory. But I don't think he was gay. I think a lot of times when they use gayness as an insult to black men. Whenever black men say something that certain people don't like, well, he's just gay. That's an old trope. I don't think man was gay. I've gotten that in our space. There's some stuff. That's but it's a low hanging fruit. But I'm not trying to pin that on him. I would just say mannerisms wise. Right. There was some things that... there was some high school pictures and stuff they saw. I see that.
From the Mac lesson days.
I used to clown dudes. I used to clown dudes.
We would have pulled his picture up. You know what I'm saying?
I would clown dudes for being moist back in the day. But again, if he was, I think somebody would have came out and said, hey, I was with Kevin Samuels at one point.
I could respect that perspective.
So now, listen to what the brother is saying, okay? Do you think that Kevin Samuels was gay? He said no. He talked about the questionable pictures he took in high school. He said, well, you know what? I would roast people for that. But here's something that you got to know. If Kevin Samuels had that situation, as big as he was, somebody would have came out by now. All right. And then he went back to the fact that everybody who has an issue with black women in America are have an issue with the things that the powers that be, or how things are run. What do they call you? Gay. Every black man with an opinion is being called gay. All right? That's the low hanging fruit. But now here's something I want to deal with, because y'all been mad at me, some of y'all, about this Donovan Sharp video that I've been talking about. Why is Tariq Nasheed speaking more highly on Kevin Samuels when he has the opportunity, who never met him? And you know I'm going there. But Donovan Sharp, who says he's Kevin Samuels' best friend, is putting out information after the man has passed away. But that's your best friend. That's your best friend, right? See, you know, and it's one of the things that I like about Brother Tariq, and as well as Umar to a certain degree. There's a certain level of respect that they have towards certain brothers. Not all the time, right? We know they're not all the time. But he's passed away. If they have issues with what the things that the brother was said, they'll leave that alone. But Donovan can't do that. And I'm gonna tell you why Umar can do it and why Tariq can do it. Because they actually like black people more. That's why. Okay? You think Tariq liked everything that Kevin had to say or agree with everything he said? No. But why diss the man or talk about his issues when he's passed away? I would expect something like that from somebody who didn't know him. But I want to tell you guys something. There are so many people out here who are envious when you were living. They hate you when you're dead. And as soon as they can't get nothing from you, here they come. The man's passed away, all of a sudden, let's go ahead and throw him under the bus. And this guy was actually asking him questions. Donovan, what he did on his channel, talking about the Fresh and Fit beef, came out of nowhere. He wasn't on an interview, all right? That's what some of you brothers who are mad at me don't get. It would be different if he went to Comedy Hype or DJ Vlad and somebody gave him a question off the rip and he wasn't prepared for it. And you know, he kind of answered it like that. That wasn't a question. Donovan got up that day, pressed the record button, and let me put out all this information out there to the public, which if all of it is true, which is not, don't need to be known. If that happened behind the scenes, why are you bringing it out? And in a similar fashion, Umar, Tariq, they would have differences of opinion with some of the things that Kevin will say, but they're not gonna hit the record button and bring it out. Number one, if they do, it ain't nobody's business, because if you ain't gonna tell him when he living, what's the use of telling somebody that don't know him when you dying? That's what we're talking about. And it be the people that say they're your friends. I'm really preaching this morning. Lord have mercy. It be the people that say they're your friends that don't give a about you. Once they can't do nothing for you, they'll fake cry fake tears. They ain't gonna get no money for your funeral though. They ain't gonna do nothing for you though. But they gonna cry tears. And at any given chance, when they need to vent, they'll go out and dump on you. And when they was trying to put Brother Tariq in a box, the brother was trying his best to get Tariq to say something that was out of, he was really trying hard. He had his DJ Vlad tactic on, but Tariq wouldn't fold to that. No. The brother might have had some questionable, and Kevin talked about it in the 80s. That was how a lot of guys looked. Look at Dr. Dre in some of his early days. Tupac in some of his early days. They look a little feminine, don't they? And I like how the brother can't defend himself. So Tariq let the man die and let the brother have his masculine image up and won't let these folks take it away. While you got other brothers out here trying to tank the man's image and he can't defend himself. And you wouldn't even do that when he was alive, which is cowardly. I'm sorry, it's cowardly, brother. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.